Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a weapon that is a little bit overlooked. It's the KTS-800 LMG, otherwise known as the weapon you get for getting one of the worst assignments in the game completed with hipfire damage and getting 300 suppression assists that I totally did not complete in Portal. On the surface level, the KTS doesn't really look that impressive. It boasts a very mediocre 514 RPM rate of fire. It does 25 damage up close, drops off to about 20 in the mid-range, and then finally drops off again to 17 at max range. And, you know, it's just a very accurate LMG. But right now, this is one of the best weapons in the entire game in the mid-range for multiplayer, and it might be the best weapon in Battlefield's Battle Royale, RedSec. So let's dive into this weapon and learn everything about it. If you enjoy this type of content, we are very close to 100,000 subs. Be sure to hit that sub button, hit the like button, and let me know what weapon I should talk about next. So the KTS as a raw weapon, if you take a look at the stats of it, it has a body shot time to kill of 466 milliseconds. Not that great. 4 bullet to kill range within 10 meters. 3 headshots within 10 meters at well, then it drops off to 4. Time to kill, if you shoot him in the head a bunch, is 350 milliseconds. So it isn't the fastest killing weapon in the game, but then you look at the other stats of the weapon. You can get sniper rifle bullet velocity out of this gun. The setup that I'm using, which we'll be going over later, has 1,050 meters per second muzzle velocity, combined with excellent ADS times for an LMG of 300 millisecond, and the fact this weapon has basically no spread and no recoil, and you have one of the strongest and, in my opinion, most underrated weapons in the entire game right now. The KTS does what a lot of people, I think, want their weapons to do, which is basically hit every single bullet. Like, this thing just beams people across the map, truly. And that is why it is not only a very decent weapon in multiplayer, but possibly one of the best weapons for Battlefield RedSec right now. Unfortunately, in order to unlock the KTS, you need a staggering 300 enemies suppressed and 10,000 LMG hipfire damage. So good luck, guys, but the reward is actually good. This is worth grinding for. Now, taking a look at the KTS in terms of weapon setups, the great thing about the KTS is that this is just insanely versatile when it comes to weapon builds. You can basically do whatever you want to it. I mean, look at this gun's recoil. I have no grip on this gun. Where is the recoil? It's just a complete joke. So, in terms of weapon setup, you can basically do whatever you want. You can throw on a thermal scope, you can throw on a variable zoom sight, you can throw on, you can make this thing like crazy hipfire if you want. You can use basically whatever suppressor you want. But the only thing I would really highly recommend is definitely use the heavy extended barrel to get that 1,050 meters per second muzzle velocity. That is just insane. It literally turns this into a sniper LMG. If we look at other sniper rifles, I mean, this has, 720. Obviously, I don't have it upgraded. But even with the extended barrel, I actually have faster muzzle velocity than the M2010 ESR. So the thumbnail does not lie. This is a sniper LMG. Some other things to note. Because this weapon has such little recoil, and because of this weapon's use case, it's basically like a mid to long range beam weapon. It doesn't greatly benefit from synthetic tip, but I see absolutely no reason to run it. First of all, it makes it a guaranteed 3-shot headshot kill out to 100 meters, but it basically just guarantees when you land a headshot, you deal more damage. It's not necessarily important for the breakpoints. I believe the breakpoints stay the exact same, except out to 100 meters, it's a guaranteed 3 headshot kill. But if you weren't using synthetic tip, let's see. So I did 44 damage. And if I take synthetic tip off, it's going to do 34 damage, right? So I suppose with this weapon, you would use synthetic tip like I want to, just to simply deal more damage when you do hit a headshot. It might be fairly inconsequential sometimes, but they're really, like I said, you can do whatever you want with this weapon. In terms of magazine sizes, this weapon has a ton of magazines. You can use a 60 fast mag, 45, 60-round drum magazine. The 100-round drum magazine might even be viable in certain builds of this weapon. I would say basically all of these magazines are completely viable. I like the 45 fast mag because, again, it's just going to be very useful. You're going to be in a range where you're probably going to end up reloading in gunfights anyway. Just because of the TTK in the Battle Royale, and of course in multiplayer there are people everywhere, so it's a target-rich environment. I like slapping on a blue laser for that very slight increase to aim down sight's accuracy when moving, just to even get rid of any tiny possibility spread or a dispersion or bloom, whatever you want to call it, plays any role in gunplay. And of course, you know, sights are all personal preference. Thermal sight's probably insane on this thing as well. So that is pretty much it. If you enjoy content like this, you want to learn about weapons, try this out in the Battle Royale, try this out in multiplayer, and let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and enjoy the rest of this KTS gameplay.